This meeting is being recorded.
This week's Torah portion, Frdiay, concludes the book of Exodus. Frdiay has a contextual meaning, and I say contextual because Hebrew is a contextual language. It works more with ideas and concepts rather than specifics, like the word ruach, for example. It can mean wind, it can mean spirit. Both affect you, both are there, but you can't really feel, see, or hear it, or use your five senses to determine it. So when they use the word Frdiay, it's sort of an accounting. It's sort of a census. So we've come to the final chapters of the building of the Mishkan. Mishkan, the tabernacle. During Shabbat, when we transition from Pesukei Zimra, hymns of praise, into our Shacharit service, we do a series of prayers called Shochinah. Shochin, God's presence. Shekhinah is God's presence inside you. Mishkan is God's presence. So all those words are related. So we're coming to the end of the building of the Mishkan, where we're going to establish this physical venue. And we'll talk more about this next week. But right now, let's focus on the idea of Frdiay, of the fact that Moses keeps an account. Moses' integrity was without question. He was honest, he was humble, he was who he was. And yet, he felt the need to record all the goods, all the supplies that Israel brought for the building of the Mishkan and what they went to. There were some very precious metals and materials in that. There were very valuable stones. There was gold, silver, bronze, not so much. People were giving items of value. And Moses, even though Moses knew, nobody would question him, nobody in their right mind. Of course, that happens later when he gets questioned. But Moses still felt that it was proper and appropriate to keep track of everything that came in and everything that was built. Why? Why did Moses feel such a need? Because it's important to be above reproach. It's important that people see that you're honest. You don't just tell people, oh, you can trust me. I don't know about you, but when somebody says to me, you can trust me, I know I can't. It's just one of those things. Okay? And there's another phrase that we all know of. Actions speak louder than words. Don't tell me, show me. Same thing with atonement in Judaism. You don't just say, I'm sorry. You show a person that there's a change. You show a person that you're going to account. Take an accounting, a Frdiay of your actions, and you're going to show that person that you are not going to repeat the harm that you've caused that person. Key concept in Judaism. Do you all know the story about Hasidic Jews, ultra-Orthodox Jews, if they happen to be riding in a car with a member of the opposite gender, right? Like a man is in a car, he and his buddy, they got a woman in the back. The other guy gets out of the car. Now, your first thought is, okay, well, the woman gets up and gets in the front. No, absolutely not. She stays in the back. That way, if people see them driving and sees that there's a man and a woman who is not his wife or his sister or a relationship, there is no opportunity for there to be anything that anybody can question. And as you know, a lot with technology, we've been able to account for that. We have cameras all over the place. I have a camera in my office. If I'm there counseling somebody, right? Maybe it's somebody of the opposite sex. I've got a camera that anybody can look and see what's going on. Police, body cams, great idea. If you know that you're honest and you're not going to do anything bad, you've got nothing to worry about. Sure, put me on video. I don't care. The Israeli Defense Forces, they film everything that they do, especially in this time of heightened scrutiny. Social media. What's one of the biggest problems in social media right now? You all heard this? AI? I could put you on camera, any one of you, and make you saying something you would never ever say. Now that's good and bad. There's another side to that. People say, "Why, my gosh, you could be made to say something you never would, and your reputation is destroyed." Yeah, but on the other hand, think about this. On the other hand, you can very easily say, "Well, if that's the technology today, how do you know it was really me?" But here's the thing. What are people going to believe? What are people going to believe? How many people have you seen in the media or in public figures? They are accused of something, and they're exonerated completely and fully. Are their lives ever the same? No. There's always that doubt. Always that doubt. Maybe they got away with it. Maybe it was a technicality. So this idea of accounting and being scrupulous in your actions is very important in Judaism. We want to make sure that there is never the slightest indication, the slightest idea that anything else could have happened to the extent of any imagination. And this is what Moses taught us. Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses our teacher. He taught us if a man of his stature, the greatest prophet that ever lived, a man that talked to God the way some of us sit down and have coffee with each other, if this man was that scrupulous in his actions, it's a lesson to the rest of us. One of the things we need to consider. Remember, actions speak louder than words. What did Shakespeare say? The evil that men do lives on. The good is the evil that men do lives on after them. The good is often turned with their bones. Julius Caesar. Very important. So let's make sure that the good that we do lives on long after we're gone, as Moshe Rabbeinu did.